Alright guys, the trick I just did was called figure eight, and it's probably the most popular trick in gloving. I mean, if you ask anybody that gloves that's good, what's the best trick they can do, they can say figure eight, because it's the first thing they've learned. It's the most popular kind of like to transition out of. I mean, you can transition into a finger roll or into a different type of wave, and I think it's a bit overused. But if you use it a little bit in your light shows, it can look really good and it can add a lot of speed and rhythm to it. And it's probably one of the hardest tricks to learn, but once you learn it, you can do it like nothing. Like, you can be talking and not paying attention, looking around, all that stuff, and you'll get it fine. So what you're going to do is first learn how to trace a figure eight with your dominant hand, just like this. Just trace a figure eight in the air. Go at whatever speed you need to get it down. You can make it faster if you want. And then once you get that down, you're going to work on crossing your hands like this. Right hand over left and then left hand over right. Back and forth, back and forth. And then what I like to do when I teach people is to say, pretend that your right wrist is pulling your left wrist when they cross each other. So you do the over and under like this, but when your right wrist is crossing, it's pulling it. Pulling it up, pulling it down, pulling it up, pulling it down. And see how it's making a bit of a figure eight? And once you get better, it starts to look like a figure eight. And once you get that down, you can start to move your wrists into it. Like this. And you can keep them like this, or you can connect them to make it a very tight eight, or you can spread them apart and make it wide and make it a really big curve and everything. And that's where this comes in, because once you connect your wrists, both hands are doing that tracing of the figure eight, and then you can spread it apart, go backwards like this. You can learn a lot of stuff from it. So just remember, cross over and under, then start pulling it with your wrist like this, and then start getting that whole figure eight movement.
I command you, make your warriors ready for immediate attack.
And then you should get it. And another thing you can do is you don't have to have your hands open. You can have them in fists like this. You can turn only two lights on and have your pointer fingers out like this. You can use two fingers at a time. You could even have all of your lights on, do it regular, then spread your fingers apart, then kind of do like a wave to it. There's tons of different things you can do to make your figure eights look really good. Alright, I hope this video has helped everyone who can't really do it yet, especially my friend Philip, who I've been trying to teach for months and just is kind of terrible at it. But on the good side, he has a really good channel for dubstep, so if anybody watching this likes dubstep, you can check out his videos. I'll put a link in the description. He uploads some really sick songs, so if you like the really filthy, great dubstep, just look at his channel. Alright, I'll see you later.